Sacred Lenten blessings. That little boy's name was Carol. At a very young age, he lost his mother. He grew up in extreme poverty, often not even getting one proper meal a day. His only support, his father, also passed away when he was 14 years old. Left without any means of survival, he started working in a quarry. One day, as he was returning from after work, he was hit by a truck in front of his own church. The driver did not look back and fled the scene. Lying inside a pit on the roadside in agony, unable to move, Carol could see the facade of the church. Realizing that death was near, he looked up and prayed, "Lord, I have no mother, no father, and even no one to help me in this situation. I am completely yours." In his language, he expressed this as "totus tuus," completely yours. This became his declaration of faith, which he held until his death. But God lifted him up from there, from the quarry to the seminary, from priesthood to bishop, then archbishop, then cardinal, and finally to the highest position in the church. This story is not about just anyone, it is the life story of Pope John Paul II, who was elevated to the throne of St. Peter on October 16, 1978. Even when he was shot by Ali Akay, the same words he repeated, "Totus tuus," completely yours. The faith that holds on to God, even in the most bitter experiences of life, is the true, unshakable faith. This Sunday, which is called Pranayto, we meditate from St. Matthew 15:21 to 28. Here we see a completely different face of God. Also, we see a God who surrenders before a faithful wrestler. We know about Jacob, who wrestled with God, saying, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." But here we see someone even stronger. A Canaanite woman wrestles with God using the strength of her faith. She walks alone into a crowd of strange men, including Jesus and his disciples. As a woman, there were limits to how far she could go. But inside her was a mother's heart which gave her the strength to overcome any obstacle. The disciples asked Jesus to send her away, just as one might give a beggar something and say, "Now leave." But Jesus knew that this woman was not someone who had come for just anything. Just as Elijah understood the deep sorrow of the Shunammite woman, Christ knew her inner pain. Still, God prepares for a battle against her. God uses the weapons of silence, rejection, and even insult. But she does not waver. She fights back not with anger, but with tears, humility, and above all, faith. She fought with intense faith, and in the end, God surrendered to her. God never fights against us to defeat us. Even against Job, he allowed the devil to challenge him not to destroy Job, but to see him win. Our victories are God's victories too. Just as a stern father rejoices when his child succeeds, so does God. Today, even if it seems like God is standing against you, remember He is waiting for you to succeed with your unshakable faith. The Mahabharata presents several instances where warriors felt sad when they saw Krishna, the divine, standing against them. The war of Kurukshetra was not just a battle of weapons, but also a spiritual battle. So every battle we see in our daily lives, where it seems like God is against us, is not meant to destroy us, but to strengthen us. It is a call to stand firm in faith and overcome the challenge. Victory is certain, but the only weapon you need is unwavering and unshakable faith. May God bless us all. Thank you.